Alrighty then, greetings and salutations, fellow neurodivergents. We're doing some more Fallout New Vegas. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Booting the game now. Let me load up my Twitch chat so I can see the preview. Alright, so we last left off. Where did we leave off? Just inside Novac. We figured out where Benny went. He's gone our way to Boulder City. We did mostly everything this town had to offer. We helped the McBrides with their disappearing Brahmin issue. We helped Boone figure out who sold his wife, even though we don't necessarily care for his methods. These rocket souvenirs. Alright, so let's... I guess we can start going to Boulder City. How high is my speech? Let's drink some water. Speech, that's what I was looking for. 55. Do I have... Hunting sickness. That's the problem I have. You guys coming? Alright, sweet. Alright, we're not going to stop at Helios 1 now. We'll do that later. How many skill points till I... Okay, not too many. Boone? There it is. Alright, let's look at our gear. Sell some stuff to Old Lady Gibson.
So, you're back. Now, where did we leave off?
Let me see what you got. Does she have anything that I can use? Nope.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
I think we're good. How much are the Pit Boys? Now, some of the visuals on the overlay are bugged. And I think it's a mod conflict between Mappo and some of the other UI mods and upgrades I have. Oh, Boone. Yeah. Good work, guys. I did nothing. I motivated you with my high charisma. You ready, Boone? Here, I want you to give me that plasma rifle.
Fine by me.
EDE, I want you to hold the plasma rifle. Come on, Boone. I guess we'll go down this way. Let's cut through this. You ready, Boone? You with me? Come on, dude. Why are you taking so long? Goes that one. They're worth a lot of experience points, so. Not very good shots, though.
All clear.
Oh, I love this plasma. Uh-oh.
Contact.
Alright, that should be some good XP right there. Yeah, look at that, 213 points. Any nectar on any of these guys? just kind of came out of nowhere too. What was that? It's got some anti-venom and some jet. This is a great place to farm XP. Okay. Pick some jalapenos. Save real quick because I'm petrified of crashes because we're playing Fallout New Vegas. Oh, oh. Thought that was me for a minute. Am I poisoned? Where's the anti-venom? Brahmin steak. Bruh. Dude. Okay, I think it's out of the system now. Good. That was getting obnoxious. How much more until I level up? Oh, just like 300 XP. Wow. Oh. Volvo's done. Let's do a stim pack. Some medics. Do 2 purified waters. Oh no. Oh. No, he's not. Good work, Boone. Boone once again saving the day. Alright, I get back some medics. That's good. More medics. Leather armor.
Fine by me.
What if I... Now let's see, I can put on this reinforced armor. Then I can repair it. The leather armor. And now I have better What? It doesn't change its appearance? Really? Okay. Whatever.
This is where we...
Yeah. A bark scorpion.
This is where we fight! This is where they die!
Students. Brigands. Mutants. Damn it, these mini games, dude. Stealing. It's not an L-I-N-G. So let's try it. Yeah, okay, that did it. Disengage lock on what? Oh, we're here. What's in? Ooh, sensor module. How many more XP? You are crippled. I got nothing for it.
You here to pay your respects too?
What is this memorial?
It commemorates the Battle of Hoover Dam. The Rangers lured the best of Caesar's Legion into Boulder City and blew the whole town up. The NCR still lost a bunch of troops in the fighting, though. My older brother sacrificed himself so they could evacuate some of the wounded.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't worry about it.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Alright, let's get out of this concussion effect. Alright, let's just head this way and hope that it's high enough. Do I have anything that... Oh, I can use mentats. Check out this building over here first. Concussions are terrible.
We've got a situation with some great cons right now. The brass at McCarran has ordered me to lock down the ruins until it's been resolved.
What's going on with the Great Khans?
One of my patrols was on its way back from Novac when it came under fire from the Great Khans. They radioed for reinforcements, but instead of waiting for us, they chased the Khans into the ruins where they were caught in a crossfire. No deaths, but not all the squad got out. The Khans have Private Ackerman and Private Gilbert as hostages.
These Great Khans might have something of mine. A platinum chip.
Once the Great Khans have been killed or captured, you're welcome to retrieve any property they've taken from you.
Maybe I can negotiate a deal with the Great Khans.
Normally I'd turn you down since I have no idea who you are. But considering that the hostages are as good as dead when we attack... Alright. I'm going to give you a chance to talk to the Great Khans. Their leader is a man named Jessup. If we hear shooting, we'll be coming in. But it'll probably be too late for you.
I understand.
Good luck.
Sympathy points for limping up. Alright, hopefully my speech is high enough.
That courier Benny wasted back in Good Springs. You're supposed to be dead.
Well, I'm not, and I believe you have something of mine.
Yeah, about that.
Where's the platinum chip?
Don't have it. Benny stole it right before he stabbed us in the back. He's probably back at the strip by now, laughing at me.
I want some more answers.
Yeah? On what?
What can you tell me about Benny?
He's one of the chairmen, big shots that run the Tops Casino in New Vegas. A friend from the city contacted me with info on a big job. I should have known that the caps were too good to be true, but there was still no way I could pass up the chance.
And what do you know about the platinum chip?
It's just a big fancy poker chip as far as I know. Don't know why anyone would make one out of platinum though.
Why did Benny betray you?
He's a snake, that's why. He owed us the rest of the pay for the job, so maybe he didn't want to pay up.
Never mind, let's talk about something
Fine.
else. Let's talk about settling things between you and the NCR.
What's to negotiate? The NCR backs off, we walk out of here, nobody gets hurt.
Free the hostages now, and I'll have the NCR escort you out of their territory.
I can't believe I'm doing this. But all right, the hostages can go. The NCR had better keep their end of the deal, though. Here, a souvenir for you. It's Benny's lighter. Shove it up his ass when you catch up with him.
Goodbye.
Yeah, go on.
Let's... Yeah. Okay. Let's go tell the NCR to back off. Lieutenant Moore.
Man, I thought I was dead for sure.
I'm glad you were able to get my people freed, but there's a new problem. I just got orders to take out the Great Khans, hostages or not.
The Great Khans let the hostages go in exchange for their own freedom.
My hands are tied. I can't go against orders, can I?
If you have any integrity, then you'll honor the deal.
You're right. The Great Khans are free to go.
Another level up. Got barter. Alright, so I'm not gonna be sneering imperialist. which of these might do comprehension. When at the comprehension book, you gain double the bonus from reading books and 1 additional point from skill books.
Evening.
This is a followers of the apocalypse, high speech, intelligence kind of build. So I'm not really all that great at combat myself. Alright, so Benny is at the strip. So I guess we limp to the strip.
Fancy meeting you here, friend.
It's good to see you again, Victor.
Yep. This is getting mighty embarrassing. People gonna start to talk.
Did you see Benny come this way?
Fancy pants? No, I ain't seen hide nor hair of him since the tussle in Good Springs. I'm sure he ran back to the soft living of New Vegas, though.
Alright, goodbye.
Look me up when you get to New Vegas. I'll buy the first round.
Alright, so next is the 188 outpost. Oh, we need to rescue those people. We need to find a doctor, and I think the closest doctor. Damn. There's Dinky. Oh! Oh, damn it, Boone. Damn it. I thought I got taken out. Alright, so what am I gonna do? Oh yeah. Booty. Let's go rescue those powder bangers. Now that I have Boone, it should be manageable. And it gives Boone some companion points.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Oh, another iguana. Don't know why they aggro everything. I'll talk to him on the way back. There's another Poseidon gas station. Clearly prospectors here. I don't want to infringe on their turf. So let's...
Contact!
What do they got? Psycho. Almost there.
Hey there. Need anything?
Yeah, let me see what you got. Buy that squirrel stew off of you. And these energy cells. Let me get that NCR money.
Hello, Hap.
Oh, that was the Robo Brain. Okay. Okay. Can't wait to get to that doctor, dude. Wait. Is there another? Oh, it's a mole rat.
All clear.
Yeah, I scoured the asset list and I tried to get rid of anything that was like heavily Bethesda influenced or based. And try to get all the retro textures and replacers that I could cram into this.
I see dead people. I see dead people.
All right. Bottle caps. Decent stuff here. Let's get the bottle caps. Grab the rebound. We don't need that. Or frankly, that either. I'm working on it. doctor. I think that's them down there. It has to be.
What can I do for you?
I'm hurt and I need help.
That's not so bad. I'll have you looking as good as new. I mean, what are the chances of me botching another routine procedure in the same day?
Okay, fix me up.
All right, I'll just get my scalpel here. And, did I leave that sitting outside? Well, you know what? Free tetanus shot.
Dope. So we got that. Now let's go attack the Legion and the Dead Bite. Let's go, Boone. Alright, let's...
Welcome back to the Joe Rogan Experience, where you, as a listener, get to hear interesting views from all areas of life. Thanks for being on this show, Father Elijah.
Thanks for having me on.
Now, Father Elijah is calling in from the Sierra Madre and can't be directly on site. Before the show, you told me your plan for using the Sierra Madre to wipe the slate clean. Your plan sounds like it has enormous potential, but I'm curious, there are definitely large moral and ethical dilemmas with your plan. I want to hear you out for once, however. How do you plan on grappling with these dilemmas in your pursuit of a new civilization?
The moral question, to me, it is clear. We are living in a world destroyed by humanity's folly. I believe the end justifies the means in this situation. The Sierra Madre has the potential to restore order, provide stability, to begin again. It could be the bedrock of a new world, free of the chaos and suffering that is the wasteland.
But it sounds like you're saying that you are willing to force the solution onto people with the use of these collars. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and it is a difficult truth. But consider the current state of our world. We are fragmented, constantly at odds with resources scarce, and violence is rampant. My goal is to create unity and stability, a chance for a better life. The collars, they are a tool of control, but also a guarantee of safety and survival.
I see. You want to bring people together temporarily, but isn't there something deeply troubling about the idea of stripping people's freedom to ensure cooperation?
Just
Freedom
terrorize
is a
this
luxury, one we can no longer afford in our world. The road to recovery is steep, Joe, and for some, a firm hand to guide them is necessary.
I guess it's all about perspective, huh? From my chair, it seems like the technology you're dealing with is
Ooh, a
extremely
doctor's bag.
powerful.
Those are
What
good.
about the danger of it falling into the wrong hands?
It is a risk, but the Sierra Madre's defenses are formidable. Holographic security, toxic cloud, it's not easy to conquer. I'm one of the few who understand it well enough to truly harness its capabilities. I will use it responsibly to bring about a new era for humanity. We will rise from the ashes, stronger,
Rise up.
unified.
Now, before the show, Elijah, you made it pretty clear you have a large disdain for the NCR. What are your views on them? What are your specific complaints about their empire?
Ah, yes, the new California Republic, so-called bearers of civilization in the wasteland. You see, Joe, my disdain for them is based on their hubris, their short-sightedness. They aspire to rebuild an
Any
old world
attempts
that led
here.
to its own destruction. They try to impose order and bureaucracy where flexibility and innovation are needed.
But some might argue that they're just trying to bring some semblance of normality back to the world, right?
Normality. They're bringing back the same institutions and ideals that got us into this mess in the first place. Democracy, capitalism, exploitation of resources without a thought for the consequences. They're stretching themselves
Yeah,
too
more
thin,
cats.
expanding without fortifying.
So if I understand correctly, your main issue is their lack of foresight and their repetition of the same mistakes.
Another one.
Precisely, Joe. The world has changed.
Bro.
We cannot return to the old ways.
over here.
We need new methods, new structures, new thinking. That's why the Sierra Madre technology is so crucial. It provides the tools to build a new kind of society, one built on self-sufficiency, security, and unity.
And you believe that people should be forced into this new society for their own good?
I believe, Joe, that sometimes people don't know what's best for them. They need guidance. They need order. In this brutal world, those who can't adapt die. It's harsh, yes, but it's the reality. I simply offer a means to adapt, to survive, and perhaps to flourish once again.
Well, that's certainly a provocative take, Father Elijah. It's a very ends justify the means approach. It's a fascinating discussion, and I appreciate your perspective, even if it's controversial. There's no easy answers in a post-apocalyptic world. Speaking of the world, I've heard tales of your various travels, especially from a certain courier across the world. The courier is not to be confused with the one that woke up in Good Springs pretty recently. One tale I've heard is that you've been through the Big Empty, a place many folks avoid like the plague. What was your experience like there?
The Big Empty, or as some call it, the Old World Blues. A desolate place, but teeming with the echoes of the past. Scientific marvels, technological relics, but also a stark reminder of the destruction that our obsession with progress led to.
Yeah, it seems like a haunting place, a graveyard of the old world, but you're one of the few who ventured into that dangerous terrain. What did you discover?
In the Big Empty, I found remnants of advanced technologies, remnants of a world that once was. The think tank,
Get 'em, Boone.
a group of pre-war scientists transformed into sentient brains, trapped in a perpetual cycle of experimentation. It's fascinating and terrifying at the same time.
Terrifying indeed. So, how did those discoveries shape your outlook on the world?
The Big Empty is a testament to mankind's folly, a monument to our mistakes, but it also houses keys to our redemption. From the wreckage, I managed to salvage technologies that could be harnessed for the betterment of humanity.
Brahmin steak.
But it also reaffirmed my belief that we must tread carefully, lest we repeat the errors of our past.
Don't walk into the
Right,
cat.
there's a fine line between advancement and self-destruction. It's amazing and a little unnerving how history continues to echo in the present.
Indeed, Joe. The echoes are loudest in the emptiness. We just need to listen, learn, and not repeat the same song of destruction.
Now, something our listeners might want to know about is your experience with being an elder for the Brotherhood of Steel. How did you first occupy Helios 1? How did you lose it to the NCR? What's with the Brotherhood now?
Indeed, I was an elder.
Flies.
It was an old world facility, a solar power plant of immense capacity. I saw its potential, the energy it could provide, the power it could give the Brotherhood. We occupied it with the intent to harness its power, to fuel our efforts and strengthen our presence in the wasteland. As for losing it, the NCR, they were expanding, reaching out for every resource they could grasp. We were outnumbered, outgunned. Despite our technological superiority, we were not prepared for a full-scale assault. In the end, I ordered a retreat to save my brethren from a total wipeout.
That must have been a heavy decision to make. I'd have thought that your objective in Helios 1 was to protect the technology, rather than to secure it for power. It's interesting to find out that there were ulterior motives.
It was, Joe. But as a leader, you're faced with tough choices. You have to weigh the survival of your people against your goals, your ideals. It's never easy.
I can only imagine. And how about the Brotherhood now? What's happening with them?
The Brotherhood, they're survivors. Resilient. After the loss of Helios 1, they retreated, regrouped. They're still out there, somewhere in the wasteland, clinging to their mission of preserving old-world technology. I can feel it, but I fear they may be losing sight of the broader picture without me. Technology is a tool, not a god to be worshipped. It needs to be used, adapted, evolved, not hoarded and hidden away. That's why I left, why I'm on this path now.
It sounds like you've had quite a journey, Father Elijah. I appreciate your openness and honesty. Despite the dire circumstances, your hope and determination are remarkable. Thank you for being on the show, despite the fact I don't agree with some of your views.
Thank you for having me on the experience, Rogan.
Where are you, Boone?
there, listeners of the Joe Rogan Experience. This one's coming straight from the scorched belly of the Mojave wasteland. Have you ever considered that maybe, just maybe, you need a change in pace from that dreary scavenging life? Do you enjoy the thrill of bartering with rad scorpions and the challenge of haggling with ghoul merchants? Then, folks, have I got a job for you? The Happy Trails
Come on.
Company is recruiting, yes, the one and only legendary caravan that's outlasted the nuclear fallout and still most faces the competition. As part of their dynamic trading team, you'll enjoy all the thrills of the wasteland without the hassles of fending on white legs. Well, most of the time. Your trusty brahmin and your wagon will be your home on wheels, carrying all the essentials from wasteland water to sunset sarsaparilla. Imagine it, cruising under the scorching Mojave sun, sipping on that ice-cold sarsaparilla, while your radio plays the smooth tunes of Mr. New Vegas. Ah, ain't that a slice of heaven? But remember, folks, being a part of the Happy Trails caravan isn't just about earning those shiny calves you need for Fisto. It's about bringing communities together, supplying folks with that rare Mojave survival kit they need to brave the next rad storm or that sweet Atomic Wranglers limited edition deck of cards they've been searching for. It's about connecting the Brotherhood of Steel with the NCR military, the Tops Casino with the Atomic Wranglers, in a dance of trade that makes the wasteland spin. And hey, before you scoff, remember this. In the wasteland, traders are the real heroes. After all, who do you think brings you the stim packs for your spear wounds? Now that I say it, people should stop trying to sell the Legion drugs. So sign up with the Happy Trails Caravan Company today. Live a life of adventure, meet fascinating people, and probably get robbed by them. And if you act now, they're throwing in a free box of Sunset Sarsaparilla, the Wasteland's favorite drink, with a surprise star cap and some boxes. Big thanks to the Happy Trails Caravan Company for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience, the only podcast that dares to broadcast from an undisclosed bunker location in the Mojave Wasteland. What? No, Jamie, I'm not going to tell them where we are. Yes, I know it would be good for ratings, but it'd also be good for getting us blown up. Sheesh, the things you have to put up with. Hey, are we still on air? Shit. Welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today we have an extraordinary guest, Ulysses, formerly affiliated with Caesar's Legion and currently residing in Novac.
Thanks for having me. Long road to get here.
I can imagine. For our listeners who may not know, can you explain what Caesar's Legion and the Divide are?
This should be obvious, but Caesar's Legion, it's a tribe trying to forge itself into a nation by the hand of Caesar. A man who took the history of Rome as his blueprint. The Divide, it's a place.
You got it.
A home I made for myself after the Legion.
Yeah.
So, you've been a part of this
Rescue
legend.
these
What
powder
was that like?
bangers.
It was a code of strength, unity, obedience.
Now that folks know you're bad,
It had
most
its
people
faults.
just outright hate you.
It chose to ignore the value of the individual, made a man less than a man, a cog in the machine.
That's a very profound way of looking at it. Do you think there's any comparison to be made with how society is structured in our world today?
The world you know, it's different, but not so different. People cling to structures, systems to give their lives meaning, order. Sometimes they forget themselves in the process.
That's true. There's a lot of people who
I don't know
lose
why I
themselves in the systems they're part of. To me, those familiar elements could be work, government, or social media. In some ways, it feels like we're all part of some legion or another, just trying to make sense of the world.
Okay.
Yes, the bear and the bull, different beasts.
They got what they had
but
coming.
beasts still.
We were the ones to
Legion
deliver it.
or your own tribes. It's all about power, control. The trick is remembering.
Pisses me off that Legion slavers can just operate on NCR turf like that.
That's a very interesting perspective.
If we hadn't caught up to them, they probably have a clear path to the river. No one to stop them. There should be patrols, checkpoints. We got greedy, overstretched. Now our own territory is insecure.
Left behind symbols, history. Sometimes they're reminders of what we've lost. Sometimes warnings of the path not to tread. The flag of the old world, the stars and stripes. To some, it's hope. To others, a reminder of destruction.
It's interesting how symbols can have such differing interpretations. They really do carry the weight of history with them.
Yeah.
And often, those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it. Like the divide, the old world symbols serve as reminders of the path walked and those yet to be trodden.
So, these symbols from the past, do they guide your decisions today? What role do they play in your current life in the divide?
They remind me of the roads I've walked, the mistakes made, and the lessons learned. Like the old world flag on my back. It's a burden, a responsibility to remember, to strive for a better path. The divide is a harsh place, a symbol itself. It serves as a testament to the destructive power of old wars and forgotten technologies. It's a warning and a teacher. Everyone has a history, their own symbol. It's up to us to decipher them, learn from them. That's the way forward, as I say.
There's a lot of wisdom in this, acknowledging and learning from the past, while also striving for a better future. It's a balance that we all should strive for. Now let's move on to another topic. I know that you used to be close with Caesar, who was another guest on the show. How would you describe him?
Caesar, he's a man of vision, of strength. He saw the tribes of the wasteland.
Yeah.
A nation. But he's also a man of paradoxes. He carries an old
For your
world
overwhelmingly
speaks
monstrous
old
behavior,
world
you
words,
become
but
vilified
condemns
by
the
the
old
community.
world.
That
He
means you're
claims
going to
to
be after
despise
now.
its weakness, but he's a part of it, whether he admits it or not.
That's a very nuanced take. It sounds like there's a lot of complexity there, a lot of contradiction.
The world's a complex place, filled with paradox. The challenge is seeing them, acknowledging them. Caesar, he's blind to his own contradictions. That's his failing, his weakness.
So in a sense, his greatest strength, his conviction, his vision, could also be seen as his greatest weakness because it blinds him to these paradoxes, to the complexity of the world.
Yes, strength, vision, they're vital. But so is understanding, self-awareness. The day you believe you have nothing left to learn, that's the day you've lost.
Weapons or
Whether you're a man, a tribe, a nation.
I don't have any ammo
That's
for
deep,
this.
Ulysses. It sounds like you've done a lot of thinking on this. And I think there's a lot of truth to what you're saying. No matter how much we achieve, there's always more to learn, always more complexity to unravel. I've heard that you've not only been to the Big Empty, but you've also been to Utah and the region surrounding New Canaan. What is your experience there, especially with the White Legs?
The Big Empty. It's a place of old ghosts, of forgotten science. Dangerous, but full of lessons, if you're willing to learn. Utah and New Canaan, they're different. Green, alive, even with the scars of the old world. They've been shaped by the
I
tribes
thought he
there.
was. That's just...
The White Legs among them.
The White Legs, they're a pretty notorious tribe, right?
Yes, notorious is one way to describe them. The White Legs, they're a tribe consumed by a hunger for power, for conquest. They tried to earn Caesar's favor by burning New Canaan, destroying something beautiful for the sake of ambition. I taught them, gave them tools, not knowing the ends they'd use them for. It's a mistake I carry with me.
That sounds like a heavy burden, Ulysses. But it's also a very human one. We all have actions, decisions that we regret. The important thing is learning from those experiences and using that knowledge to make better decisions.
Hey there. Need it?
Energy cells.
To learn, to grow. We all walk our own roads, make our own
She's got
mistakes.
everything.
What matters is what
Everything
we take from
but
those
energy
journeys,
cells.
the lessons we learn. That's what shapes us, defines us. That's what I've tried to do since Utah, since the White Legs. I carry the past with me, but I don't let it.
What can I do for you?
That's a very powerful perspective, Ulysses. I think
That's not.
we can all learn from that. Thanks for sharing.
The journey here, it was worth it. To share, to learn, that's the way forward for all of us. Thanks for having me, Joe.
Alright, so we'll sleep until morning.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Hey there, Wastelanders. It's your intrepid guide to the apocalypse, Joe Rogan, coming to you live from the Mojave. We're mixing it up today with a shout out to our main sponsor, the one, the only, the Kings. Located in Freeside, just a hop, skip, and a jump over.
Fine by me.
Feral ghouls from the New Vegas Strip. The Kings are where it's at. It's not just a cult and a bunch of lookalikes, folks. It's now a veritable oasis of entertainment and recruitment in this sun-scorched hellhole we all call home. So what can you expect at the Kings? Well, first off, there is a stage with one singer on it if you manage to get past that asshole pacer. If you're lucky enough to get to the stage, you can find the king and promptly take his dog. Optionally, you can also do some favors for him, including figuring out why the NCR likes to massacre civilians. But let's not forget the king's crowning glory, its favors. For those of you committed to the king, this is for you. Swap your diplomatic talks in exchange for favors, including caps, creating peace, or best of all, a counterfeit passport. All right, let's wrap this up. Thanks to the Kings for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience. Remember, folks, life in the wasteland is tough, but it's always a party at the Kings. Now, Jamie, where's that psycho we had here earlier? We need to make sure we have enough drugs for the next... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today we have a very special guest joining us all the way from the Mojave wasteland. His name is Benny, and he is a tribal chairman representing one of the 4 families that rule over the post-apocalyptic desert.
Thank you, Joe. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, Benny, I know you're a big shot in the Vegas Strip. You own one of the hottest casinos, the Tops. What's it like running that kind of operation in the post-apocalyptic world?
Joey, my man, you're asking all the right questions. The Tops, baby, it's not just a casino, it's a lifestyle. It's the neon lights in the darkness. The jingle-jangle of whips in your pocket. We got the best shows, the swankiest suites, and the hippest cat...
Welcome back.
Sure, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. But inside the Tops, you're on cloud 9. We've got ghouls playing blackjack, super mutant sipping martinis. Ain't that a sight, huh? It's all about spreading the love, Joey. The Tops is where the magic happens. Where the old world glitz meets the new world grit, you get me?
Absolutely. Sounds like quite the scene. Let's shift gears here. In your world, there's been some talk of these factions. The NCR, Caesar's Legion, and Mr. House.
I want that pressure.
How do you navigate these political waters?
Money.
Well, Joe, you know, politics is a tricky game, especially when you've got a chessboard like Vegas. The NCR, they're a bunch of square cats who think they can just waltz in and take over. Caesar's Legion, well, let's just say they ain't big on democracy, dig? As for Mr. House, well, the guy's got a brain like a quantum computer, but he's colder than a Mojave night. My philosophy? I play my cards close and never fold until I know who's dealing. The top stays neutral, baby. It's all about maintaining the peace and keeping the caps flowing. Politics is just the high-stakes game that happens between the spins of the roulette wheel. That's all.
Benny, that's a perspective you don't hear every day. This balance you're striking, it seems pretty tough. Does it ever worry you, Benny?
Joey, in this business,
maybe there's
if you ain't a little worried, you're either fooling yourself or you're a fool. But worry, that's just another word for being prepared. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your piece at your side, and your hand on the chips. And you'll always be ready to roll with whatever comes your way. But hey, enough of that gloomy talk. Let's put on a record, pour a drink, and let the good times roll. After all, we're in Vegas, baby.
Fair enough, Benny. Now let's dive into something different. I've heard tales about these creatures called death claws. Are they really as terrifying as people make them out to be?
Oh, Joey, you're talking about the boogeymen of the Mojave. Death claws, baby. They're like if nightmares had nightmares.
Welcome back.
Yeah, let's see if you've got any...
With claws
Yeah,
that
we
tear
got
through
purified
power
water.
like it's a pre-war suit. You hear that heavy breathing behind you in the wastes? That ain't no sandstorm, that's a death claw.
Jesus. Sounds like the worst kind of monster movie come to life. Now, you're a man of style, Benny. That checkered suit, it's iconic. How do you manage to stay so well dressed in a world like this?
We're gonna have to drink the dirty water.
In a world where everything's gone to the dogs, style is the one thing you can control. It's a statement.
Maybe
it's
the
about
188
saying, I'm
outpost
here, I'm
will have some
alive, and
water.
I've still got it. This checkered suit, it's not just fabric. It's a philosophy. It's a way of life. You gotta dress like you're the biggest player at the table, even when the chips are down. Especially when the chips are down.
It's a cool way of looking at things. So, Benny, have you ever thought about...
What can I do for you?
Let's see your supplies.
Now that's a good question, Joey. There's always a new game to play, a new score to settle. The world keeps spinning, even when it seems like it's stuck in the mud. Vegas. She's a dame with a lot of potential.
Cigarettes.
And I aim to see her shine. Who knows, baby? Maybe one day there'll be more tops lighting up the waste, bringing a bit of that old world charm to every cat and doll out there. But for now, I'm just riding the wave and enjoying the view from the top.
Now, Benny, I've heard rumors of these unique individuals in the Mojave, people like the mysterious stranger or the burned man. Side note, we've actually talked about the burned man with Caesar, and man was he apprehensive about it. Anyways, do you believe in these legends, or do you think they're just wasteland tales?
Well, Joe, I ain't one to discount a good yarn. The wasteland's a strange place, full of oddballs and mysteries.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Jeebies, ain't no denying it. As for the mysterious stranger, I've heard stories. A shadowy figure that pops up out of nowhere, just in the nick of time. I can't say I've seen it with my own peepers, but in a world where folks rise from the grave, who am I to say what's real and what's not? You dig?
It's a wild world you're living in, Benny. I have heard of these creatures too, called cazadores and night stalkers. You ever run into these?
Joe, those things ain't just creatures. They're living, breathing nightmares. Cazadores, they're like wasps on steroids with a sting that'll have you seeing stars. Night stalkers, imagine a coyote and a rattlesnake had a baby.
So, you're back.
If you run into either of those, you better hope your piece is loaded and your aim is true, or you're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Before we wrap up, Benny, I'd like to circle back to something we touched on earlier. The political situation in New Vegas with the NCR, Caesar's Legion, and Mr.
Thanks.
all vying for power. If you had to place a bet, who do you think will come out on top?
Joey, you know the house doesn't like to reveal its hand. But seeing as you asked, I'll give you my two caps. The NCR, they've got the numbers, but they're spread thin. Caesar's Legion, they're brutal, ruthless, but they don't have the hearts of the people. As for Mr. House, he's got the tech and the brains. But the question is, does he have the humanity to lead? It's a tough call, Joe, but if I had to lay down a bet, I'd say it's not about who has the biggest guns, or the strongest soldiers, or the smartest brains. It's about who understands the people of Vegas, who can give them hope, show them a future worth fighting for. And that, Joe, that's a bet that's still on the table.
Interesting perspective, Benny. It's clear that the game is still very much in play. Benny, once again, thanks for being on the show. It's been enlightening.
The pleasure's all mine, Joey. Thanks for having me. And remember, life's a gamble, baby. Always play your cards right and never fold until you know the game. Stay cool and keep those dice rolling.
Welcome back, folks. It's time for a quick intermission, and I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about one of my favorite places to stay and play when I'm in Las Vegas, the Tops Casino. Now, if you're anything like me, you love a good casino experience. And let me tell you, the Tops has got it all. From the moment you step through the doors, you're greeted with the excitement and energy that only Vegas can provide. The slot machines are ringing, the dealers are dealing, and the drinks are flowing. But what really sets the Tops apart is their commitment to customer service. The staff is always friendly and helpful, whether you're a seasoned gambler, a first-timer just looking to try your luck, or someone who has unfinished business to deal with. And the amenities are top-notch, luxurious rooms, delicious restaurants, and even a world-class spa for when you need to unwind after a long night at the tables. So if you're planning a trip to Sin City anytime soon, do yourself a favor and check out the Tops Casino. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Joe Rogan Experience. Today, we have a very special guest. He's a warrior, a leader, and a survivor in the harsh world of the post-apocalyptic Mojave wasteland. Please give a warm welcome to Caesar, the leader of Caesar's Legion.
God.
Caesar, there's been a lot of talk about the upcoming Second Battle of Hoover Dam. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes.
Glad that's over.
The Second Battle of Hoover Dam will be a defining moment in the history of the Mojave wasteland. It will determine the fate of our great nation and decide who will rule over it. The NCR, the New California Republic, and my Legion have been at odds for a long time, and this battle will be the culmination of that conflict.
It sounds intense. What do you think the outcome will be?
I have faith that my Legion will emerge victorious. We
Fine
have
by
been
me.
preparing for this battle for a long time, and our warriors are ready to fight and die for the glory of the Legion. The NCR may have more soldiers, but they lack the discipline and the strength of my Legion.
Alright, we're ready to go.
But what about the people of the Mojave? What will happen to them after the battle?
The people of the Mojave will become part of the Legion. They will be assimilated into our culture, and they will benefit from our rule. We will bring order and stability to the region, and we will create a new civilization based on strength, discipline, and honor.
It's definitely a different kind of society than what we're used to. But I can see the appeal of order and stability in a world like yours. Now, Caesar, there have been rumors about a legendary figure known as the Burned Man. Can you tell us more about him?
I don't know what you're talking about, Joe.
Come on, Caesar. I've heard stories about the Burned Man being your top general and a key player in your Legion's victories. Is there any truth to these rumors?
The Burned Man is a figure of legend, a myth that my soldiers tell each other to inspire them. But he is not a real person. There is no such thing as the Burned Man.
Okay, I see, but if he did exist, what would make him such a formidable warrior?
If the Burned Man were real, he would be a man of great strength and courage, a warrior without fear or remorse. He would have been burned alive, a punishment for his failures, but he survived and rose from the ashes, stronger and more determined than ever before.
That's quite a story. Do you think the Burned Man will play a role in the Second Battle of Hoover Dam?
I cannot say for certain. The Burned Man is a myth, Joe. He is not real. But if he were, I suppose he could be a powerful asset in battle.
I understand. Well, whether the Burned Man is real or not, your Legion seems to be a force to be reckoned with. What do you see as the future of the Mojave Wasteland under your rule?
The future is bright, Joe. With the NCR defeated, we will bring order and stability to the region. We will create a new civilization based on the principles of strength, discipline, and honor. And who knows, perhaps one day, the Burned Man will be a part of that future as well.
That's an ambitious vision, Caesar. And speaking of your Legion, I wanted to ask you about your legate, Lanius. He's been described as a brutal and ruthless warrior.
Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. How can I help you?
Let me see what you got for sale.
Have a look.
Strength and power. He has led my armies to victory on many occasions, and he has instilled fear into our enemies. Lanius is a true warrior, one who embodies the virtues of our Legion.
I can see why he's so respected among your soldiers. But what about his reputation for being merciless and bloodthirsty? Do you think that's a fair characterization?
Lanius is a warrior, Joe, who fights for the Legion, and he will do whatever it takes to achieve victory. He is not interested in mercy or kindness, but he is not mindless or cruel either. He understands the importance of discipline and strategy. Lanius is a valuable asset to the Legion, and I trust him to lead our forces in the Second Battle of Hoover Dam.
It's clear that Lanius is a key figure in your Legion's hierarchy. But what about your own role in the battle? Will you be leading your troops into battle, or will you be overseeing the strategy from afar?
I will be on the front.
You a merc? Because you don't look like a prospector.
I will fight alongside my soldiers in the battles of Mojave. The Second Battle of Hoover Dam will be a test of strength and will, and I will not let my nation down.
That's quite a commitment.
You do a lot of business with prospectors?
Sure do. Lots of folk been coming out east, sorting through junk, looking for whatever they can sell.
What do you think about Mr. House and what he's done so far?
Times are tough back home. Too many people, not enough work. Unless you like shoveling brahmin shit.
He has survived in the Mojave wasteland for longer than most, and he has amassed a great deal of power and wealth.
And you're with the
Oh,
NCR?
yes, sir. Well, not officially. Not anymore. They mustered me out a year ago. Administrative discharge.
And as for the courier,
Administrative discharge? What's that mean?
but it's clear that
It means my CO was an asshole and I told him to eat shit. He ordered me to flog a couple deserters. Those kids didn't desert. They just got liquored up on the strip and missed roll call. I don't know what else the brass expects. Half these kids don't get more than 2 weeks of training before they ship them out here.
but he underestimates the importance of ideology.
How'd you end up selling the weapons?
Going home didn't feel right. Not with those savages camped on the other side of the river sharpening their knives. And I still get to see my old platoon when they pass through here. Make sure the new CO is treating them right, and sneak them extra ammo. Anyway, I was always complaining about the standard issue gear. The new kids don't even get body armor. Can you believe that?
Damn.
You've spoken a lot about your own Legion and Mr. House.
The NCR doesn't have the caps to outfit their troops?
Vegas is bleeding us dry. We're tossing caps at 100 different problems, while Caesar bides his time and lets us wear ourselves out. This war is gonna bankrupt the NCR unless we finish off the Legion fast and dirty. We shouldn't be perched up at the dam. We ought to be crossing the Colorado and sticking a boot up Caesar's ass.
Show me what you got for
Sure,
sale.
no problem.
That's a strong stance, Caesar. But do you think there's any hope for a peaceful resolution between your Legion and the NCR? Or is war the only answer?
War is always the last resort, Joe. But the NCR has proven time and time again that they cannot be trusted to keep their word. They have broken treaties and agreements, and they continue to expand their territory.
Give me a shot if you need anything else.
The Legion is not a peaceful organization, but we are willing to negotiate and make deals. However, the NCR must first recognize our strength and our legitimacy.
I can understand that perspective. It's clear that there's a lot of tension and animosity between your two factions. But who do you think has the upper hand in the conflict right now? The Legion or the NCR?
The Legion, of course. We are a disciplined and well-trained army, and we have already won many battles against the NCR. They are a disorganized and poorly led force, and their soldiers lack the courage and the conviction to face us.
I've still got guns and ammo.
It will be a turning point in the conflict, Joe. The Legion will emerge victorious.
Thanks.
Or will crumble beneath our feet.
Well, it sounds like you're confident in your abilities, Caesar. I wish you luck in the upcoming battle. Thanks again for joining me today.
Thank you, Joe.
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
Good Springs.
Wow, you have come a long way then. I've never been there, but I've met some traders who passed that way.
All right, folks. It's time
Well,
for another
welcome then.
story, and
I'm
this time,
Veronica.
I wanna talk
I live in a
about
hole in the ground.
That's been a mainstay
You live in a hole in the ground?
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family. Whatever they need.
Well, let me tell you, folks.
So you just leave your family in the bunker?
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level?
Yeah, go ahead.
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
The Crimson Caravan is the perfect partner for you. They'll help you get your goods to new customers, and they'll even offer you special discounts on their own products.
I know who they are, but I don't necessarily care about their agenda.
Yeah, it's pretty far out, right? Fixating on old technology just doesn't seem very relevant to most people's lives. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
I'm heading to the strip.
Ooh, very exciting. Gonna strike it rich, huh? I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together, help each other out.
Perspective on the world, given the fact that you've been around for over 200 years. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you've managed to survive all these years?
Where are you hoping to go?
Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world, looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from.
I'd like to, but I can't take you with me right now.
Aw, you really know how to make a girl feel like a stray cat. But, okay, my offer stands. If we run into each other again.
That's incredible.
Boone, go home and
now,
protect your town.
You're the leader of New Vegas, a city that has managed
What is it?
to thrive in the midst of all this chaos. How have you been able to achieve that?
Maybe we should part ways for now, Boone.
If that's what you think.
Yeah, that's what I think. You should head back home.
Alright. Guess I'll be around Novac for a while longer until I figure out what I want to do with myself. See you around.
World. I'm sure our listeners have a lot of questions for you, Mr. House. So let's get started. One of the most
Couldn't get enough of talking to me the first time, huh?
is
ready to travel.
Good. I'd hoped you'd come around. Shall we?
Let's go.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I asked you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
As long as you're honest with me from now on.
Sure. Just don't ever ask me if your outfit makes you look fat. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh?
Indefinitely. It had its own power supply and air purification system.
That's amazing. And what about your physical body? Did you undergo any procedures or enhancements to prolong your lifespan?
Yes, Joe. I realized early on that my physical body would not last forever, so I made the decision to transfer my consciousness into a machine. I developed a sophisticated technology that allowed me to upload my mind into a network of computers.
That's incredible. It's amazing how technology has allowed you to overcome the limitations of the human body and live for centuries. I can only imagine the possibilities this kind of technology could have for humanity in the future.
Indeed, Joe. The potential for technological advancements is limitless, and as long as I'm alive, I will continue to use my knowledge and resources to advance the cause of science and technology.
Let's talk more about your work in New Vegas, Mr. House. The city has become a beacon of hope in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Can you tell us more about what you did to save the city and establish stability?
Uh-oh, I'm poisoned.
When I regained consciousness long after the bombs fell, I saw an opportunity to rebuild and create a new society. I knew that the Hoover Dam was a crucial source of power and water, so I made it my mission to secure the dam and establish a city around it, but the NCR got to it first.
And how did you manage to establish order and stability in the city?
Well, Joe, I knew that a successful society needed a strong foundation of law and order. I created the Securitron robots, which were designed to enforce my laws and protect the citizens of New Vegas. I also established the 4 families who have helped maintain peace and stability in the city.
It's amazing how you were able to establish such a functional society in the midst of all this chaos. What would you say has been your biggest challenge in running New Vegas?
The biggest challenge, Joe, has been dealing with the various factions and groups that exist in the wasteland. I've had to navigate complex political relationships, especially with the NCR, and make tough decisions to maintain the stability of the city. But overall, I'm proud of what I've accomplished in New Vegas.
It's truly impressive, Mr. House. You have managed to build a thriving society in a world that was once thought to be uninhabitable. I'm sure our listeners are inspired by your story and your vision for the future. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about the new California Republic, NCR. Mr. House, they're a powerful faction that's been vying for control of the Mojave wasteland. What are your thoughts on the NCR and their goals?
Well, Joe, the NCR is certainly a formidable force in the wasteland. They've managed to establish a functioning government and maintain a level of stability in their territories. However, I disagree with their approach to governance and their reliance on outdated political systems.
Can you elaborate on that?
Of course, the NCR is a democratic republic, which means that they rely on the whims of the people to make decisions. This can lead to slow decision-making and a lack of long-term planning. I believe that a strong, visionary leader like myself is better equipped to make the tough decisions necessary for the survival and advancement of our society.
That's a bold claim, Mr. House. Do you think that your approach is better suited to the challenges of the wasteland?
Absolutely, Joe. The wasteland is a dangerous and unpredictable place, and it requires a leader who can make tough decisions quickly and efficiently. The NCR's democratic system is simply not equipped to handle the challenges we face. That's why I believe that New Vegas is the best hope for the future of humanity.
Well,
I'm a
that's the
busy
end of
man,
that.
so I'm afraid we may have to cut it short.
That's okay.
Oh,
it's certainly a controversial viewpoint, Mr. House. I'm sure there are those who disagree with you. But there's no denying that your vision and your leadership have brought about significant changes to the Mojave wasteland. Thanks for sharing your thoughts with us today.
Thank you for having me, Joe.
while we wait for our next guest, we're going to take a quick break from the conversation to talk about one of our sponsors. And this one is really special because it's a product that's exclusive to Mojave Wasteland. I'm talking about wasteland water, the purest and most refreshing water you can find out here in the desert. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joe, how can water be special? It's just water.
Hey there.
But let me tell you, folks, out here in the wasteland, finding clean and safe drinking water can be a real challenge. That's where wasteland water comes in. They use state-of-the-art filtration technology to purify every drop of water they collect, so you can be sure that you're drinking something that's not going to make you sick. And let me tell you, folks, this water
Coordinates
tastes
for supply
amazing.
cache in your
It's
region
crisp
being
and
sent
refreshing, and it'll quench your thirst
now.
like nothing else. So if you're traveling through the Mojave and you need something to drink, look for the Wasteland Water logo. You won't regret it. And the best part is, they're offering a special discount code just for my listeners.
You've done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you. There's an NCR
You're gonna give me
emergency
another
two-way
one?
radio. You call, and we'll come running. You're not.
Wasteland water. Don't wait, folks. Get your hands on the best water in the Mojave Wasteland today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today, we have a very special guest joining us, all the way from Utah. He's known as the Malpais Legate, but his real name is Joshua Graham. Joshua, thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure to be here, Joe.
It's not
Thank
really
you for having
gear that I can use.
Joshua,
that
you
I
have
need,
a fascinating story. You were a member of Caesar's Legion, an army that's known for its brutality. But then something happened, and you left the Legion and became a sort of a hero among the people of New Canaan. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, Joe. I was a high-ranking member of the Legion, but after my failed attack on Hoover Dam,
Gunrunners ought to help the
I was
followers
burned
by
alive
donating
and
some of
thrown
that
down the
firepower
Grand
they've
Canyon,
got.
left for
There's
dead.
so many refugees
But I
to care
survived, and I made it to New Canaan. They helped me find a new purpose in life and gave me a chance to redeem myself.
That's amazing, yet sad. You were the Malpais Legate, a respected leader, and then became yet another respected man in New Canaan. What's it like to be a leader in such a dangerous world? And how's New Canaan doing?
It's a heavy burden, Joe, but it's also an honor to be able to help people and make a difference. I try to lead by example and show people that there's always hope, even in the darkest of times. Unfortunately, the Whitelegs have recently destroyed New Canaan. I advise any traders who hear this message to steer clear of the town. That means you, Alice McLafferty.
That's unfortunate, but you deliver a great message, Joshua. And speaking of the Whitelegs, what do you think of Caesar?
I have nothing but contempt for Caesar. He's a bastard who preaches about strength and honor.
Sorry, sir, that's
but
all
in
the support I
reality,
can
he's a
spare
cruel
today.
and manipulative dictator who cares only for his own power. He's responsible for countless atrocities, and he's brought nothing but pain and suffering to the people of the Mojave. Not only that, but he actively perpetuates slavery with his slave boys.
Slave boys?
Sorry, I meant slave girls.
Those are some strong words. Have you ever met Caesar face to face?
Yes, I have. And let me tell you, he's not the impressive figure that he makes himself out to be. He's a small-minded man with a twisted sense of morality.
Evening.
I'm glad that I left his legion and found a better path.
It sounds like you've been through a lot, Joshua, but you've also found a way to make a positive impact on the world. Do you have any advice for people who are struggling to find their own purpose?
Welcome to the Grub and Go.
What is this place?
Just a little rest stop that me and my good friend Lupe set up. Last stop on your way into New Vegas, first stop on your way out. That's what I say.
And don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. We're all God's children and can accomplish great things.
So what do you got for sale?
Sure thing.
Joshua,
Anything
now,
else I can do for you?
You mentioned earlier that you were a high-ranking member of Caesar's Legion. I'm sure our listeners are curious about one of the most notorious figures in the Legion, Legate Lenius. What can you tell us about him?
Yes. Legate Lanius. He's a brutal warrior who's feared and respected by many in the Legion. He's a master of hand-to-hand combat and a skilled strategist. But he's also a man who's been consumed by his own rage and thirst for power. He's a dangerous foe to anyone who stands in his way.
Thanks.
All right, can I ask you some questions?
Sure, fire away.
But I also know that he's not invincible. Every man has his weakness.
Where can I find a doctor around here?
If
Dr. Usanagi runs a medical clinic up the road.
Dope. And what about weapons and armor?
I think there are a few places, but I've heard that the gun runners sell the best.
And how's business here?
I do decent enough. The NCR patrols usually stop by for a quick bite, and travelers like yourself pass by a couple times a week.
Alright, goodbye, bud.
Don't give a shit.
Deuces.
Hello.
What are some examples?
You need water? I got water. Clean and fresh. Straight from Lake Mead. If you're low on caps, I've also got slightly irradiated wasteland water. A little fallout never killed anybody.
Are there many water merchants around here?
There's a few independent ones like me, but it's mostly the big trading outfits that deal in water, like the Crimson Caravan Company.
Have you ever done mushrooms?
Ha 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 ha. No, Joe, I haven't. As a former member of Caesar's Legion, drug use was strictly forbidden. Plus, I've always been more focused on achieving a higher
I have some general questions for you.
Shoot.
I hear you, but, you know, some people claim that...
Anything I should know about New Vegas?
They won't just let anybody into the strip, but you should be able to have a good time in Freeside itself. Just, keep a close eye on your caps.
I'm certainly not here to judge anyone's experience. But for me personally, I prefer to rely on my own...
That's all I wanted to know right now. Let me see what you got for sale.
That's
I'm gonna
totally
grab
understandable.
all of your purified
and
water.
it's great that you have found a path that works for you. Thanks for sharing your perspective, Joshua.
You're welcome, Joe. It's been a pleasure.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Attention all citizens of the New California Republic. Are you looking for a way to make a real difference in the world?
Hello?
To protect your homeland, your family, and your way of life? Then the NCR military is looking for you. As a member of the NCR military, you'll be part of the most powerful and respected military force in the wasteland. You'll receive the best training, equipment, and support to ensure that you're always at the top of your game.
Go, Veronica.
But
I
being
got some
part of the
gear for you.
NCR military is more than just a job. It's a calling. It's a chance to make
You're
a
making me
real
carry the
difference
heavy
in the
stuff,
world.
aren't you?
To stand up for what's right and just, and to fight for a brighter future. So, if you're ready to step up and be part of something bigger than yourself, if you're ready to serve your country with honor and distinction, then the NCR military is looking
Let's
for
wait
you.
until they shoot me
Enlist
first.
today and be part of the legacy of heroes who have defended the NCR for generations. Remember, the
All right,
NCR
let's
military,
save.
defending our way of life, no matter the cost. A huge thanks to the wonderful folks at the NCR Propaganda, I mean Recruitment Office, for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience, the New California Republic's #1 podcaster. Hey, Jamie, can you cut that part where I almost thanked the NCR's Propaganda Office? Wait, what do you mean we're still broadcasting live? Oh, fuck. This jet mixed with rad scorpion venom has got me hallucinating again. Jamie, help.
Alright, I'm going to take a very quick smoke break. It'll
Welcome
be
to
like
the
a
Joe
minute and a
Rogan
half, 2
Experience.
minutes. Be right
Today,
back.
we have a
You
very
hit the like
special
button,
guest,
really
General
helps
Lee
out the
Oliver,
channel.
military
Subscribe,
general
follow
of
if
the
you're
New
new.
California
Stay away
Republic.
from that red
General,
40. I'll be
thank you
right
for being
back.
here.
Thank you for having me, Joe. It's an honor to be here.
So, General Oliver, can you tell us a little bit about the New California Republic and your role in it?
The New California Republic is a democratic federation that was formed from the ruins of the old world. Our goal and my quest are to restore order and rebuild civilization in the wasteland. I believe myself to be the effective leader of NCR military operations in the Mojave wasteland.
That sounds like a pretty big responsibility. What kind of challenges do you face in the Mojave wasteland?
Well, the Mojave wasteland is a hostile environment, to say the least. We have to deal with raiders, mutants, and other dangerous creatures on a daily basis. Plus, there are other factions in the area that don't exactly see eye to eye with us.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be a tricky situation. How does the NCR deal with these other factions?
We try to maintain a peaceful relationship with other factions whenever possible. But we're not afraid to use force if necessary. Our primary goal is to protect the citizens of the NCR and establish a stable government in the region.
I see. So, what kind of progress has the NCR made in the Mojave wasteland?
We've made significant progress in securing the region and establishing a stable government. We've brought law and order to areas that were once lawless, and we've helped to rebuild infrastructure that was destroyed during the war.
That's impressive, but I'm sure there are still challenges ahead. What kind of future do you see for the NCR and the Mojave wasteland?
I see a bright future for both the NCR and the Mojave wasteland. We have a lot of work to do, but I believe that we can create a thriving civilization in the wasteland. Of course, there will always be challenges, but I'm confident that we can overcome them and create a better future for everyone.
General Oliver, I've heard some rumors about Camp Searchlight. Can you tell us more about it?
Sure, Camp Searchlight is a former NCR military installation that was recently hit with a radioactive waste spill. It's now overrun with feral ghouls and other dangerous creatures.
That sounds pretty intense. Have you ever been there?
I have, and I can tell you that it's not a place for the faint of heart.
Well, that's exactly why I may be interested in checking it out. Do you think it would be possible for me to accompany a group of NCR soldiers on a mission to Camp Searchlight?
I'm afraid I can't authorize that, Joe. Camp Searchlight is too dangerous for civilians to be wandering around. It's strictly off limits to non-military personnel.
I understand your concerns, General, but I think it would be a great opportunity for me to see firsthand the dangers that the NCR faces in the Mojave wasteland. Can I at least hear your explanation of what happened?
Okay, here goes. The short and simple story is that Legion spies infiltrated the base. To take us out, they scouted spent nuclear rods, eventually releasing them, effectively destroying the base.
I'm still planning on a possible investigation, but we'll see in the future. Another question, if you may. Now, the second battle of Hoover Dam may be something that could happen in the future, just between you and me, but what is the general idea of your plans for defense?
The general plan is to fortify the dam with artillery and troops, and establish a perimeter around it. We have a significant military presence in the area, and we'll be ready to repel any attack. Then, I will launch a completely unexpected attack, which has no chances of failing, by gathering my troops for a full-on assault towards the dam. I don't see what could go wrong.
That doesn't seem like the most airtight plan. What if the Legion launches counterattacks? Also, what kind of attacks do you anticipate?
While Legion counterattacks and flanks may be possible, our intel is excellent and completely flawless enough that we can determine they have no other tricks up their sleeves. We anticipate a frontal attack from the Legion. Their new attempt to take the dam will be in vain.
That sounds like a serious threat. Do you think the NCR can handle it?
Absolutely. We have the best trained troops in the wasteland, and we have the resources and firepower to defend the dam. We're confident that we can repel any attack and protect the citizens of the NCR.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
So what if we
it
go
sounds
up
like the
this
NCR is in good hands, at least in your own words, with you as its military leader. I'm still kind of worried, though. You didn't hear it from me, though. General Oliver, I've heard about your rival, Legate Lanius, who leads the Legion's military forces. Can you tell us more about him and what makes him such a formidable opponent?
Lanius is a brutal and ruthless warrior, feared by many in the wasteland. He's known for his military prowess and his ability to inspire his troops to fight to the death. He's a polar opposite of me, and we have very different views on
the
how
sun
to lead
setting.
and
I
protect our
probably
people.
don't want to be traveling.
What do you think are the strengths and weaknesses of his tactics?
Lanius' strength lies in his ability to inspire his troops to fight fiercely, even in the face of overwhelming odds. He's also a master of strategy.
Welcome, brother. How can I help you?
Who are you?
Well, that's an interesting question. Among the church, I'm called Elder Gunnarsson. The followers call me Doc.
That's interesting. Have
You can call me Bert, though.
But I'm confident enough he isn't as tough and scary as he sounds. After all, I am the Chad.
You're one of the followers of the apocalypse?
I surely am. Well, sort of. I came out from Utah about 6 months back. Saw a need for my help here. The followers weren't too happy about that, of course. They haven't been too fond of the NCR for a while, but I go where I'm needed.
And what do you do here?
I give what aid and comfort I can. I have medical knowledge thanks to my time with the followers.
That's noble of you.
I only do what I can to help.
What was it that brought you out here from Utah?
Following a lost cause, I'm afraid. My old friend Neffy fell in with a bad crowd. Drug runners, raiders. Probably worse things it's better not to dwell on. When his gang headed west, I followed. I thought perhaps I could turn him back to the church.
We're a family. We value loyalty, honor, and a commitment to the greater good, and we welcome anyone who shares those values to join our
What
ranks,
happened to
whether
your
you're
friend
a
Nephi?
skilled fighter,
I never was able to reach him. He's allowed drugs and hatred to consume him. He runs with the fiends north of here now. They call him Driver Nephi.
protect the wasteland from those who would destroy it, come join the Brotherhood of Steel. Remember the Brotherhood of Steel for a safer tomorrow? And I know.
So what's the deal with all these refugees?
Poor lost souls, most of them. They thought to come to New Vegas and find their fortunes on its shining strip. But the journey is often long, and the price to enter the city is steep. Those who could not pay ended up here, hoping to earn the caps they need. Some find honest labor, but more fritter away what little they've saved on crooked gambling and cheap liquor. Still, I minister to them as I can. Farewell, friend.
Viewers and listeners watch and listen to my show because I say it like it is. No bullshit.
Something I can help you with, stranger?
Who are you?
Captain Parker. I'm in charge of this camp.
And what exactly is this
This
place?
here's where folks go when their luck runs out. Drifters up from the Republic, locals that can't turn a dime, drunken reprobates from all around. And if you don't have the caps to get onto the strip, odds are you'll end up here.
Sounds like a chaotic place. Is there any way I can help?
Well, I am a little short-staffed. Maybe you could give me a hand. Some people have gone missing from the camp lately. I haven't seen any signs of violence or heard about any feuds. They're just up and vanished. And I've also got Keith and his gambling to deal with. I know that skunk's cheating folk out of their savings. I just can't prove it.
What can you tell me about the missing people?
They never seem to have much in common. That's why I didn't notice it sooner. Young folks, old folks, men, women, all disappearing. I remember a family with a little blonde girl. She never talked much, but she always carried this little stuffed teddy bear.
Can you remember anything else?
Seem to recall a lot of them did business with those scavengers over on the west side. Dermot and St. James.
So walk that tactical squad back to headquarters. Before me,
Tell me about this Keith.
Keith's a two-bit hustler. He runs a gambling operation out of his shack. Ask me, he wins way too often to be playing fair. I suspect he's running drugs, too. I just can't prove it. Maybe you can find something. Talk to him, poke around his shack, something.
Alright.
See ya.
How are you doing today?
Well, Joe, I'm doing just fine despite rad scorpion piercings. Thank you for having me on your show. You know, I've been following your podcast for a while now, and I've got to say, you're one of the few honest voices out there.
Thanks. Man, I appreciate that. So, let's get into it. What kind of conspiracies are you into?
Well, Joe, where do I start? There's so many things going on that people just don't know about. For instance, did you know that there are ghost commies at the REPCONN facility?
What? Are you serious?
Dead serious, Joe. They want to fly to the moon, paint the moon pink, and draw a Lenin face on it. Not only that, you know that there's a secret government base on the moon? They've been up there for years, conducting all sorts of experiments and building all sorts of crazy stuff.
Right,
and it's not just the moon. They've got secret bases all over the place. They're trying to fight the commies.
That's insane. How do you know all of this?
Well, Joe, I've been doing my research. I've got sources all over the place, people who have seen things that they weren't supposed to see. And let me tell you, once you start digging, you start finding all sorts of crazy
Our guys put the monorail
I can
back to
only
work.
imagine. So, what's the...
Hey there. Fancy a game of Caravan?
They're using all sorts of advanced technology that we don't even know about. And they're manipulating us in ways that we can't even imagine.
Who are you?
Some heavy stuff, no.
Name's Keith. You feeling lucky? I got games of chance, games of skill, games of you name it. Want to win a little cash?
I think I'll pass for now.
Your loss.
Some folks say it's the commies testing out some kind of new weapon, while others think it's some kind of alien activity.
Alien activity? What makes you say that?
Come on back if you want a game.
Cow,
I'm not
there have
gonna
been
do
strange
it.
lights
Even
in
if
the
I can
sky,
get him to
weird
spill the
noises at
beans,
night, and sightings
I'm not
of
gonna
strange
pretend I'm a
creatures
con
around
artist.
here. And let me tell you, it's not just happening in Novac. It's happening all over the world.
Wow, that's crazy. So you think these aliens are targeting cows specifically?
Well, Joe, there are a lot of theories about why the aliens might be interested in cows. Some say it's because of their DNA, while others think it's because cows are a major source of food for humans. But one thing's for sure, the aliens are up to something, and we need to be prepared.
It's definitely something to keep an eye on. No, Bark. Let me ask you something. Do you think there might be some sort of practical explanation for the cow deaths? Raiders, super mutants, or something like that?
Well, Joe, it's possible, but I think there's more to it than just that. We've had raiders and super mutants around here for years, and they've never targeted cows like this before. And besides, the cattle are being killed in strange ways, with no visible signs of trauma or injury.
That's definitely odd. So you're saying it's more likely that the commies or aliens are involved?
Absolutely, Joe. It's just another piece of the puzzle. The commies and the aliens are always up to something, and we need to be vigilant if we want to protect ourselves and our communities.
I hear you, man. It's definitely something to keep in mind. All right, let's move on. Before the show, you talked to me about the NCR conspiracy. What's that all about?
Oh, yeah, Joe. The NCR is a shady organization that's been gaining power in the wasteland. They claim to be working towards a better future for all. But in reality, they're just trying to consolidate power and control everyone and everything.
That sounds like a classic conspiracy theory. What evidence do you have to support this claim?
Well, Joe, I've been doing some digging, and I found out that the NCR has been involved in some pretty sketchy dealings. They've been making backroom deals with the Enclave and other powerful factions, and they've been suppressing information that could be damaging to their image.
Wow! So you're saying the Enclave is still alive and functioning? Interesting. So, what's the end game here? What do they want?
Like I said before, Joe, it's all about control.
Hey.
The NCR wants to be the top dog in the wasteland, and they'll stop at nothing to achieve that goal. They're using propaganda, censorship, and other dirty tactics to manipulate the people and keep themselves in power.
That's definitely something to think about. Now, I want to hear more about your thoughts on the Brotherhood of Steel. What are they doing? Why have they been so quiet?
Well, Joe, the Brotherhood of Steel is an enigmatic faction that's been operating in the wasteland for a long time now. They're known for their advanced technology and their strict code of ethics, but lately they've been keeping to themselves and staying out of the public eye.
That's definitely unusual. Why do you think that is?
Well, Joe, there are a lot of theories out there.
Yeah.
Some say that the Brotherhood is gearing up for a
Always
major conflict,
check the mailbox.
and they don't want to reveal their plans too soon. Others think that they're involved in some kind of secret research or experimentation, and they don't want anyone else to know about it.
Interesting. So what do you think the Brotherhood is up to?
It's hard to say for sure, Joe. But one thing's for certain. They're not just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. The Brotherhood is always
Patrolling the
working
Mojave
towards some
almost makes
kind
you
of
wish for a
goal.
nuclear winter.
Whether it's
Is there something I can do for you?
I could use some directions.
I'll help you if I can. What are you looking for?
Some pretty wild stories about the Brotherhood over the years. You think
Looking to
they're
buy and
worth
sell
good,
things.
or-
The Crimson Caravan Company is north of here. They have just about everything you need. But if you're in the market for guns, go see the gun runners. They're expensive, but they have stuff no one else carries.
Now what about a doctor?
There's a medic at Camp McCarran, but I've also heard there's a civilian doctor in the northeast part of New Vegas. I don't know for sure.
I want to ask you, what's House's plan? What was he doing living this long? What's his
Bye.
plan for the Mojave wasteland?
Well, Joe, Mr. House is a complicated figure. He's been around for a long time, and he's definitely got some ambitious plans for the wasteland. From what I've heard, House has been working on a project named Platinum Chip, which he hopes will become a hub of commerce and technology in the post-apocalyptic world.
That's definitely interesting. But how does House plan on achieving this? Does he have the resources and manpower to pull something like this off?
House is definitely a smart guy, Joe. He's got a lot of advanced technology at his disposal, and he's been using it to gain power and influence in the wasteland.
So is House a force for good in the wasteland, or is he just another power-hungry dictator?
Stability and prosperity to the wasteland. But on the other hand, he's also a bit of a control freak, and he's not afraid to use violence and intimidation to get what he wants.
Yeah, that's definitely something to think about. All right, folks, we're running out of time, but before we go, Novac, I want to hear your thoughts on the future of the wasteland. What do you think it's going to look like in 10, 20, even 50 years?
Well, Joe, I think the wasteland is always going to be a dangerous and unpredictable place. But I also think that there's a lot of potential for progress and growth. We might just be able to create a better future for ourselves and future generations.
Well said, Novac. All right, folks. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Thanks for listening to my theories, Joe.
How are you, Wastelanders? It's your host, Joe Rogan, beaming straight out of the Mojave, thanks to the generous sponsorship of the Ultra Lux Casino. Yes, you heard that right, the Ultra Lux Casino. If you've ever dreamt of a chance to enjoy a swanky cocktail with the upper crust of the Mojave, or if you just want to sit back and enjoy the melodies of the Rat Pack on a real pre-war record player, well, dream no more. The Ultra Lux Casino is your destination. Now I know what you're thinking. Joe, I can barely keep myself from being death-clawed.
Welcome, sir.
Of the Ultra Lux Casino. But folks, that's the magic of it all. The Ultra Lux Casino isn't just a casino, it's a lifestyle. It's about shaking off the dust of the wasteland and stepping into a world of glitz, glamour, and a healthy dose of debauchery. Try your luck at the blackjack table.
I'm gonna have to visit the Van
Craps
Graps.
pit, or just spin the roulette wheel and pray to whatever god you believe in. And don't forget the slot machines, folks. Who knows? You might hit the jackpot and walk away with enough caps to buy your own piece of the Mojave. But hey, the Ultra Lux Casino is more than just games. They also have a world-class restaurant with some absolutely tasty food. I can personally vouch for it as the best meat I've ever had in my life. The only complaint I have is that it tasted a bit weird, however. Plus, the in-house bar serves the coldest sunset sarsaparilla in all of New Vegas.
Sarsaparilla.
How they managed to get it that cold in the middle of the desert, I have no idea. I suspect it involves a Securitron, some duct tape, and a few gallons of liquid nitrogen, but that's just a hunch. A big salute to the Ultra Lux Casino for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience. Remember, folks, what happens in the Ultra Lux stays in the Ultra Lux unless you get caught counting cards, in which case you'll be making a rather dramatic exit courtesy of the casino security. Don't say I didn't warn you. Shame on you for trying to make the casino lose money.
Hey there. Here's the rest of the payment I promised you back in Good Springs.
So what's next for you?
I'm getting ready to run a caravan up towards Utah. There's a town called New Canaan, which is supposed to be pretty prosperous. The Crimson Caravan doesn't have any branches out that way, so it'll be up to me to get things started.
It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you, Joe. It's great to be here.
So, let's jump
I'll see you around.
The New California Republic has a long and storied history.
If you're looking to buy or sell, you've come to the right man. The Crimson Caravan Company has the widest selection in the wasteland.
Let me see what you got.
Can do.
That was until the Vault.
Excuse me.
He single-handedly saved the town, and we still praise him as a hero today.
There we
After
go.
all, the New California Republic was founded in 2186 by Aradesh, who is also our first president. Our primary goal is to create a stable democratic society that could thrive in the post-apocalyptic world.
That's really interesting. The Vault Dweller is something that Marcus, another guest on our show, has mentioned. So, how has the NCR changed over the years?
Well, we've faced a lot of challenges over the years, but I like to think we've come out stronger on the other side. Our population has grown significantly, and we've expanded our borders to include much of California and parts of Nevada. One of our biggest challenges dealing with the various factions and groups that exist in the Mojave Wasteland, where we're currently occupied. Those damn raider junkies, which we conveniently name fiends, have been giving us trouble left and right. Also, the cons have been a consistent problem for us. Some may call my take controversial, but Bitter Springs was justified. We've had to fight a number of battles to establish our presence here, and there are still threats that we need to deal with on a daily basis.
That's really
so
bold
let's
take
go
about
into
Bitter Springs.
Freeside.
Speaking of the Mojave wasteland, what can you tell us?
These guys gonna keep fleas off the dog. Hire me.
Hey there, you want to cruise Freeside in style? You do worse than hire a king to tag along. Only 100 caps.
Why would I want you to tag along with me?
Freeside's a rough and tumble place, but it also belongs to the kings. You have one of us with you, and everyone else will give you a wide berth. Makes the stroll a bit more leisurely.
Sure, let's go.
Now you're talking. Here's how it works. I'll keep nearby for the duration of your stay here, and no one messes with me. As soon as you split Freeside, I'm off. Nothing too complicated. That said, lead the way, Chief.
Hey, buddy, spare a cap? I can make it worth your while.
Sure, here you go.
The first thing you should know is that Freeside is run by a pack of yahoos that call themselves the Kings.
Alright, so I made a good choice.
Their leader, who oddly enough calls himself the King, currently has his hands full trying to prevent an all-out riot in Freeside. That's 2 tips, but what the hell? You're a new customer, so the extra one's on me. Wanna hear another?
Yeah, here you go.
Traders have been griping for a while now about I-15 being too dangerous to travel. I'd steer clear of it unless you're armed to the teeth. What do you say? Want another tip?
Sure.
There's a guy out on the main drag who sells second-hand adventuring gear. He's got an okay selection. But where does it come from? That one was pretty good, right? How about another?
Okay.
There was a rumor a while back that the White Glove Society was really an all-ghoul gang, which is why they wear those weird masks of theirs. What do you think? Would I look good in a mask? Maybe I'd make more caps. That one was pretty good, right? How about another?
Okay.
At the northwest end of Fremont Street, you'll find the Silver Rush. It's run by a rather scary family called the Van Graffs. These are not people you want to mess with. But if lasers and such are your thing, the goods they sell are second to none.
That's good information.
I got more where that came from. Want another?
Yeah.
There's a rumor that a huge army is camped to the east, massing to attack the NCR. Like that'd ever happen. Who in the world could stand up to the NCR and win? I got more where that came from. Want another?
Yeah.
The Omertas, one of Mr. House's 3 families, run a casino called Gomorrah on the Strip. If you thought the Wrangler was something, you owe it to yourself to go there. I got more where that came from. Want another?
Yeah.
East of Freeside, there's an old Air Force base, judging by the road signs. No one knows for sure what's in there, though, on account of anyone approaching the place getting violently blown up. What do you say? Want another tip?
Yeah.
While everyone knows Mr. House runs New Vegas, no one knows the first thing about him. He just sort of showed up a few years back, and everything you see around you is the result. Just who in the hell is he? What do you say? Want another tip? Saw a strange thing the other day. The king took that robo-dog of his over to the old Mormon fort. Weird thing was that the dog was flipping out and had to be restrained by a few of the king's men. Hope he doesn't get loose. I got more where that came from. Want another?
Yeah.
If you've been around the kings, you may have met one of them named Pacer. He's always stomping around trying to show off his authority. Being new, you weren't around when it happened, but a few months ago, Pacer pissed off the Van Graff family big time. No one knows what went down, but word is the Van Graffs still want him dead. Hey, listen, I'd love to sell you some more info, but you've tapped everything I've heard lately. Come back in a few days. I'll put my ear to the ground and hopefully have heard a few more things by then.
Okay.
That is one odd robot.
Bang, 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 bang.
Okay, literally nobody attacks me if I have a king with me.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's. Come to Mick and Ralph's.
It'd be really cool if the guard comes with me to this side of Freeside.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The atomic
Is he with me? No, he's not.
Something on your mind?
Oh, no.
Lead and I shall follow.
Sweet, he does follow me. I remember always avoiding the bodyguards because they never followed you to this side of town, but it's gotta be a vanilla bug. Excuse me.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
Why wouldn't I want to go past the greeter?
Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter.
Thanks for the free advice. Who are you?
The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born.
What's your story?
I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed.
Courier. I used to be a courier before I got shot in the head.
Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items.
Butcher. How'd you get into that?
My father ran a butcher shop here in town, but business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices.
That sounds odd.
You're telling me. Not long after my father's shop went under and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh, but no one would believe me. The sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying "told you so."
Crier. What was that job?
After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long.
What happened?
Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched a woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but what can you do? I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended.
Is it escort? Like an armed guard?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man-whore.
Oh. So you got paid for coitus?
Yep. I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit.
And Gan for hire?
When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire.
Alright, let's talk about something else. I'm
Till
leaving.
next time.
Deuces.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
Credit check? What's that for?
Admission to the strip requires an official passport or proof that you're carrying the required minimum balance. These policies prevent less reputable persons from entering and ensure a good time will be had by all who enter the strip.
Alright, I'm gonna take a quick smoke break. I'll be back in like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. This is the credit check now. I have harder strip access. It's a mod. I love it. I want to be walled and have to do other content before I move on to the next segment of the game. Hit the like button, follow, subscribe. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alright.
Please return when you have sufficient cash or passport.
We have to find a way to make some money. We're never gonna get enough cash to do that, bro.
Personal space meaning anything to you, guy?
Let's get wrecked.
How's it going?
Huh. Nice robot. You with the followers or something?
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Yeah, I'd like to see the king if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
Here's 50 caps.
You know what? I think you and the king have some business to discuss. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Hi.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
You always charge people to come talk to you?
Charge? Pays must be added again. What did he take you for?
It's not worth mentioning.
You're modest. I respect that. So, what can I do for you?
Figured you might have some work for me. I'm trying to get into the strip.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what. You do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
What do you need me to do?
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Sure, I've got one waiting outside for me.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. One of those bodyguards is getting a suspiciously large amount of business.
Alright, we had a brief disconnect. Just make sure it's all good.
The man's name is Oris, and everyone who hires him specifically requests him when they return. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. He's usually covering the northern gate. Then I want you to head for the southern gate. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Why are you so interested in this?
You may have noticed that some of those guards out there are kings too. I'm just looking out for my men. I'm not trying to get some kind of unfair advantage. I just want a level playing field for my boys. So, what do you say?
Sure.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. We've got stuff.
We're not even allowed to sell people.
We're not even allowed to sell people.
That's a dangerous
Hey.
place, my friend.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
How much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Okay, I'll hire you.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
Only I can keep you safe, my friend.
Okay, sweet. It doesn't. Where'd he go? Okay, there it is. Oh, we're not gonna go running? Okay. We better not walk the whole way, that'd be terrible.
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the Kings hang out.
We've
Don't let
got
them
stuff
scare
we're
you.
not even
They
allowed
don't
to
outnumber
sell,
you 5 to
people.
1.
Only at
Fine.
Mick and Ralph's.
Let me, a little obnoxious, but I gotta clear some of this before it becomes a problem. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Alright, there's a glitch there, or it's a mod conflict or something.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
We're good though. I just have all these extra saves, so I don't want to bog down the system.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler.
Please run. That's my perception right now. Damn. Let's go with brahmin steak. Gecko kebab.
Hey,
Come on, Oris.
Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
how's it going?
I'll scout ahead. You follow at a distance. Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
Hey, you only fired 3 shots, and there's 4 guys there.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or you just fake this whole thing to drum up repeat business.
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving.
After you.
Stay close. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
The thug appears dead, a victim of your recent fight. A quick study of the body reveals that the thug is still alive and merely pretending to be dead.
Well, here we are. No worse for wear, are you? I trust that if you need to cross Freeside again, you'll know who to hire.
Alright, we're gonna have to take that scuzz off the streets.
Howdy.
Let's report.
What do you have for me?
Oris is a fraud. He fakes on his clients. He fakes attacks on his clients and then plays hero.
So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
Alright, I'll head over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Aye.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
Old Mormon fort.
What's up?
Why don't you tell me about yourself?
I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops.
Is there some place you wanted me to take you exactly?
Nowhere specific. I just know there are a lot of groups who are actually doing well for themselves out here. I want to understand how and why. See them at work.
Tell me something else. How can I best use your skills?
I like punching things, but sometimes shooting things just has to do.
Anything else?
Yeah. I I've been taking things apart and putting them back together since before I said my first word. You want to build something? Talk to me, and we can do it right there on the spot. Workbenches are for novices. Who knows? I might even be able to show you a Brotherhood trick or two.
Alright, can you help me craft
Step into
something?
my office.
Nice.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Ooh, I don't need electron charge packs.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
There we go. Okay.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher, not even a particularly good one.
What kind of research?
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti, and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
What's the goal?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
What kind of illnesses are you trying to deal with?
Cuts, lacerations, broken bones, infections resulting from all of the above. Common cold, influenza, take your pick. There are plenty of ways to die out here. Most of them, surprisingly, don't have anything to do with war. Just common human fragility.
You don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
Isn't that the language that Caesar's legion speaks?
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
Where'd you learn that?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there.
Let's talk about
Certainly.
something else. Do you need any help?
Me specifically? No. I'm sure Julie Farkas does, though. Lab coat, pointy hair. Answers to the name Julie Farkas, strangely enough. I'm sure she can find something for you to do. It might be kind of depressing and terrible, though. Caveat Samaritanus. See you around.
This Julie Farkas? No, it's not. Where is she with her mohawk?
Hello. Hey.
There she is.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
You need medical
Rates
supplies?
of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
got yourself a deal.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
Seems like you could need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
What merchants might be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out. What do you want to talk about?
I have some medical supplies to drop off.
Great! What do you have?
Let's give you a bunch
How much
of
do you have
medics.
to donate?
Here's 3.
Thanks. Anything else? How much do you have to donate? Thanks. Anything else? Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
What is this place?
The Old Mormon Fort serves as the regional hub for the followers of the Apocalypse. I am the administrator for this region.
And what do you do here?
The followers of the Apocalypse aren't just interested in research. We care for our fellow man and do everything we can to help humanity. Here in Freeside, we provide food and medical services for those in need. We also have organized reconstruction efforts. With the help of Bill Ronte, we were able to install a water pump just west of here, but the Kings quickly took control of the pump.
Let's talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
Do you sell medical supplies?
We're pretty short-handed as it is, but I suppose I could spare a few items.
Things seem pretty rough here in Freeside.
More than rough, it's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Anything I can do to help?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
You said something about helping addicts?
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Tell me about Bill Ronte.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
Tell me about Jacob.
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
Where should I start looking?
In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
I'll see what I can do to help them.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
If I wanted to calm things down here in Freeside, where would I start?
The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
Let's talk about Freeside.
What did you want to know?
Who are the Kings exactly?
They've been Freeside's gang for the past 5 years or so. Ever since Mr. House and his 3 families pushed everyone else out of Vegas. They've done a lot of good for the community, but that seems to be changing. The flood of NCR squatters has been an affront to them. I guess that explains the situation with the water pump. Usually, the king wouldn't let his crew bully folks around like that.
And what do you know about Mick and Ralph?
I know they sell a lot of guns, as if that's what Freeside needs. I hear Mick handles the guns. No idea what Ralph does.
What about the Van Graffs?
Oh, them. They sell energy weapons, which are very popular with better-heeled prospectors looking to explore the wastes. Stay clear of them. Brother and sister are both psychopaths, though at least Gloria is rational. Jean-Baptiste likes killing.
What's the Atomic Wrangler?
A den of iniquity. The Garretts do more than their share to keep the locals drunk or high enough to stay lazy. Their thugs, on the other hand, they keep wired on chems to stay dangerous. What is it with Freeside and brother-sister psychopath teams?
Alright. We're ready to go. I've been accepted by the followers. Put it in repair.
Hey. What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude.
You were just curious, no harm in that. I'm just word sick about my friend here. What is it?
The king asked me to look into your attack.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
What can you tell me? Do you remember anything about the people who attacked you?
They were big guys. Young, too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
What can you tell me about the attack?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
I have to get
I
going.
hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did. Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
can't help but be impressed with what the...
That true? Did the king really send you?
He did, and anything you can tell me about what happened might help.
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Every bit helps, thanks.
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something. Something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
They're doing here.
He probably said lieutenant. Wait. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Hey.
Alright, so we got that figured out. Let's help these two guys first.
Hey!
Oh, I guess that one king member stopped following me.
Is that it?
You have chems, buddy? I could really use a fix.
You look pretty bad, Jacob. You should probably stop using chems.
Why stop? I feel great. No worries. My guy will be here soon enough. Just wait.
Who is supplying you?
If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. My damn hands won't stop shaking. This guy named Dixon. Something about him seems sketchy, but I can't stop now. Last time I stopped, I felt like I was gonna turn inside out. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Speaking of which, do you have any spare caps? See ya.
That tats wore off.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
Do you know anything about Bill or Jacob?
Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch.
Are you trying to bless them up?
Those fools are from NCR. I love seeing those squatters in agony. We were doing just fine before those shits came here and made a mess of things. We don't need NCR eggheads wandering around confusing things.
I need you to stop supplying Bill and Jacob.
Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop if there's something in it for me.
Maybe some caps could persuade you to leave them alone?
300 caps and I'll stop selling to them. Otherwise, it's just too much fun watching them spiral downward.
Alright, take the caps and leave them alone.
Hey, nice doing business with you, Mr. Moneybags. Good luck getting them healthy. If they don't get a whole lot of fixers soon, withdrawal will kill them.
So you're back. Got any chems for me yet?
I took care of that dealer. Now you can clean up.
What? I need a fix now.
I want to help you get well,
Fine.
Jacob.
If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help.
Jacob, be strong. You just need the support of your friends to get through this.
I think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the fort and see if the followers can watch over me while I recover.
Bang, 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 bang.
Alright, now we gotta go find the other one.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Wanna get lucky? Head on down to see your Thomas
Lasers,
Wrangler.
plasma, pistols, grenades.
Hello there.
You seen Dixon around? He said he'd be back today.
Bill, Julie, and the rest of your friends miss you, and they need your help.
Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This has gone on too long.
Nope, because my speech is high enough.
Evening.
Oh, my animation's bugged.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The atomic
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, I helped with that addiction problem you mentioned.
I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day.
Alright, let's report to the king.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph.
Hi.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
The local men were attacked by soldiers. One of the men was identified by rank.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now... If something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
What's up?
Like, Freeside open, like an open Freeside is nice, but I really like this clutter. Clutter looks nice, and it adds to the performance. Like, it's a win-win.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Evening. Welcome.
You know anything about the NCR soldiers here in Freeside?
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here.
The king thinks those troops have been attacking locals.
I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
You said you could spare some supplies?
Sure. Would you like a stim pack, fixer, or rataway?
Give me a stim pack.
You'll need to wait another 24 hours for us to get more made. We need everything else we currently have.
What's that doing? Oh yeah.
He's kind of cute, isn't he?
I've been hearing good things about you. Keep it up. Hey, you helped out Bill Ronte, so the followers worked out a deal for you to drink free.
Nice. Pays to be good.
Hold up. What's the password?
I'm here to see Major Kieran on urgent business. Please let me pass.
If you're here to see the Major, then I suppose it's all right. Head on through.
Yeah. That worked.
Here you go. I hope this helps. Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some.
Do you serve food to the locals as well?
No, I'm afraid we don't. Don't you have a friend you wanted to bring in?
Why don't you serve the locals?
That's not really a pleasant topic of conversation. Let's just say we have our reasons.
Julie Farkas told me to ask. She said it was important.
You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort.
And what happened?
Our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
Inform the king that
I've
the
got to put the
NCR
monorail back to
previously
work.
sent an envoy.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
Hi. Well, hey there. I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us to work out some deal. That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us and he wasn't tough enough to last in Freeside. So do everyone a favor and keep your mouth shut about it, okay?
Trying to intimidate me, huh? I still think you should know about it.
That's a shame. Well, do what you want. Just don't expect it to matter.
What's up?
You find out something about them soldier boys yet?
The NCR is distributing supplies in a building down by the old train station.
Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. You find anything else?
They're only handing out supplies to NCR citizens.
Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir.
They said someone was sent to discuss the issue with you.
Wait a minute. They said what?
They said the man was severely beaten and barely survived.
That would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
This guy's gonna walk over it?
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell him I'm willing to cooperate.
Hey.
All right.
Going to the Wrangler tonight?
You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the news.
Why the hell are you here? Got this under control?
This isn't really a good time. What did you want?
The Kings want the help with the relief effort.
Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks.
That wasn't him. He didn't know an envoy was sent.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the King's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
Right.
Yep.
Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the means.
Let's go in here. Report to the King. Where's the stairs?
What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
All right. I'll see you later. I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, name whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
Okay. Energy weapons. person. Alright, so we could either go living anatomy or nerd rage. Bob.
Going to the Wrangler tonight?
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
About that favor you owe me.
Ask away.
Can you get me into the strip?
Sure can. I have a friend who has just what you're looking for. Has a shop over yonder by the east gate, named Mick and Ralph's. Just tell Ralph that I sent you, and he'll get you squared away.
Man, the King's got me busy on something. Hey man, what are you up to? Later. Hey.
Evening.
Hi. Hey.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you covered.
It's somewhere to stay.
I hear you've been helping out around town. It's much appreciated, friend.
I'd like a room.
Just a few caps and it's yours.
Here's 10 caps.
Up the steps, last room on the left. If you leave the Wrangler, we'll assume you're checking out.
The followers are looking to trade for supplies.
Interesting. Well, you're gonna need to speak with my brother, James. He handles all of the trading contracts and general operations.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Hey, chum. Welcome back.
Alright, the followers... Alright, do you have anything for sale? Let me get some... You have no water? The followers needs to find someone to trade with for supplies.
Really now? This is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
I might be able to work something out.
Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol. Talk to you later.
Alright, let's not leave. We gotta sleep.
Bitter Springs. A name like that could have... Bitter
Hello.
Springs. A name like that could have only brought bad luck. Bitter Springs. A name like that only brought...
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all at the Silver Rush.
I need to talk to Mick.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
This is one odd robot.
Reach for the sky, mister.
Can I buy that GAN from you?
This is the best gun in the whole galaxy. I paid 1,000,000 caps for it, and it wasn't even brand new.
I don't think I can come up with that kind of cash.
If you can get me most of it, I could give you a loan for the rest.
Goodbye.
Hey there.
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies.
The king said you could set me up with a pass to the strip.
One of his boys stopped in and said you had won the king's favor. You've done right by this town and deserve a pass. Here you go.
Thanks. I'd like to buy some stuff before I head out.
Take a gander. Pleasure doing business with you.
Hello.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Alright, 2 stim packs. Couple of caps.
Hello.
Hey, good to see you.
I think I found someone who will be able to cover your supplies.
That's phenomenal. Who did you find? They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
You get your chems and can help anyone who gets addicted.
True, we could help addicts, but the cycle of addiction, recovery, and relapse would remain.
They just need tech support and raw materials.
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
Okay. Gambler. Alright, let's. Get a snow globe up here. That's the other tower. Into the other tower we go.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. Hungry? Thirsty? Horny?
Alright, finally have a patch to get into the strip.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
I've got a passport.
Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
Seems like you pop up everywhere, Victor.
Oh, shucks, partner. I suppose it can't hurt to let you in on my little secret. Old Victor wouldn't be much use stuck inside just one Securitron. Now, I can move from one to another with the snap of a finger. Pretty nice trick, ain't it? Just don't ask me how I do it, 'cause I don't know.
So, what are you doing here?
Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner.
Alright, I'll go there straight off.
Yeah, partner. That's the spirit. He'll be waiting for you. Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
Thank you, Victor.
I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside.
No problem. I'll head up myself.
Come back soon now.
Please enjoy the casinos.
Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Who are you?
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
What can you tell me about Mr. House?
Why, sugar, he's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we?
I realize robots have such strong feelings about people.
Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neuro-computational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl.
Sounds like you're pretty fond of him.
Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, Did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here?
Goodbye.
Enjoy all the Vegas Strip has to offer.
Come over and introduce yourself. This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
A city devoted to vice and sin. What's not to love?
Oh, come now, don't play the fool. Vegas has fools enough, a superfluity of them. They're what makes it so profitable. They come to Vegas chasing penny-ante dreams of high living, to feel like they're big shots, like they're winners. You see that you and I are of a different stripe, don't you? We don't have to dream that we're important. We are.
Why the VIP treatment? I'm just a courier.
Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
Alright, then let's get down to business then.
The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough.
What do you propose?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
I accept your terms.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss?
Yeah, I have some questions.
What did you wish to know?
How do I get to Benny?
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops.
Say I want to take a diplomatic approach.
If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private. What else did... Well enough. Be on your way.
Alright, let's go.
Where to, partner? Casino floor.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
Where's Veronica?
when the standing around was getting exciting.
You should see this place at night.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night some girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally, I had to let her out. What? I try to be frank and earnest with women. In New Reno, I'm frank, and in the Boneyard, I'm earnest. Oh, no! Uh-huh. Hey.
Hey, fella, welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
Sure, here you go.
Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig?
Where'd you take my my weapons?
Relax, baby. The safe is houses. We'll keep them locked up in the bank upstairs right next to the money. It's serious protection. Have a good time, baby.
Hello. Alright, so we can find Benny.
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves, smooth. Hello? The guy everyone saw go in the Lucky 38, that was you? Oh, shit.
Mr. House wants the platinum chip. Hand it over.
You don't want to do that, baby. Not without hearing what I gotta say first. What say you and me cash out? Go somewhere it's more private like. Any questions you got, I'll answer.
What'd you have in mind?
To start, I'll comp you the presidential. Best suite in the house. You deserve a taste of the VIP lifestyle. I'll hang out down here for a while to make everything look business as usual, then come to you. Any questions you got, I'll answer. Guaranteed.
Two conditions. Lose the bodyguards and we both go to the suite now.
If that's what it takes to win your trust, that's what it takes. Follow me.
No sudden moves around the box, got it?
Hey.
Hello.
The broads are better looking at Gamora. Hey.
Now that you and me's got some privacy, I gotta ask, how is it that you're still living?
A Securitron dug me up in the dock and Good Springs did the rest.
House was on to me from word go? I thought I was being so clever. Once you were vertical, how'd you track me down?
You left quite a trail.
Look at me, a big leaguer, so I claim, making all the mistakes of an original loser. I guess that's enough scratching around at first base. Tell me, which way is the wind gonna blow?
got questions. A bunch of them.
You got questions? I got answers.
First things first, tell me about the platinum
It's the
chip.
house edge, baby. Literally. It's what Mr. House needs to stack the odds in his favor.
How does the chip work?
It's some kind of data storage device, Dig. So it's the data on the chip that's platinum, not the chip itself. Trouble is, the chip don't fit any computer I've found. Must require special hardware.
What does the chip
It
do
has something
exactly?
to do with the Securitrons. I know that much. Upgrades their hitting power and gives them heft. Might be slightly useful if you're looking to defend the Strip from Caesar's Legion or the NCR. Or maybe both.
Let's talk about
How
something
else can I clue you in?
So what are you offering?
You help me, and before long, the chairman will rule all of Vegas, Dig. With enough robot muscle to back it up. You'll get a sweet, juicy cut of that action. But until that day comes, I'll keep you on retainer and pay bonuses for special missions. How's that sound?
Forget it. I forgive you.
You forgive me? After what I've done? Baby, are you trying to make me cry? I don't know what to say. Words don't begin. The least I can do is comp you the presidential for as long as you want. This spirit of forgiveness you're showing me, it's enough to make a player rethink what it means to win. You're 18 karat, baby, all the way. Over here!
You like that? You like that?
I'm gonna need some new limbs.
Really? Why isn't EDE doing anything?
You like that?
No. Damn it. Now we have to do all this shit again. Fucking annoying.
Now that you and me's got some...
Over here! Had enough!
Alright, now we got... Nice work.
Cleaners will knock twice. Make sure they're thorough.
Your little ambush didn't go according to plan.
What the fuck?
Meet you. What can I do for you today?
Have you seen Benny?
Sure. He came through here in a big hurry. Didn't even stop to say hello. I think he went down his secret escape elevator out in the hall.
What is this place?
This is Benny's workshop. When the tops got renovated, he had this half of the floor blocked off for his own use. I guess you could say it's my entire world. I don't think I've ever left this room, but that's okay. I'm not complaining.
And what are you doing here?
Good question. My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
Shouldn't you be working for Mr. House? Like, how'd you end up here?
As I understand it, I used to be just like all those other Securitrons out on the strip. But then my neurocomputational matrix was completely reprogrammed to be nice. Very, very nice.
Benny reprogrammed a Securitron all by himself?
Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside. But that's all I remember.
Benny stole a platinum chip from me. Do you know what it's for?
Sure! Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, Some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there!
What's Benny planning to do with the chip?
Oh! He wants to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I just do what Betty tells me. Easy peasy.
Can that actually be done?
Sure. If the chip can be used to reset administrator privileges, it'll be super easy. Don't stay away too long.
Alright, at least we get some purified water. There's something out of this. Report back to
How's it hanging?
The eyes of the mighty Kaiser are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Kaisar will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands. Incidentally, it will interest you to know that the man you seek has fled the Strip and is likely making haste for Kaisar's camp as we speak.
Interesting. You again. How'd you find me here?
I am the greatest of Kaisar's Frumentari. It was not a challenge to find you. Nor is this my first visit to the Strip.
Why does Caesar want to see me?
Go to him, and you will understand. Seek Kaisar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Corsor Lucullus will be waiting.
Have a nice day.
So let's find an interior cell to save in. Old Mormon Fort.
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the food is cheaper. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Alright, we're gonna save here. I think I'm gonna call it because I'm pretty tired.
What's up?
Alright, I appreciate y'all lurking. I appreciate y'all hanging out. If you like Fallout New Vegas, you want to see this more often, hit the like button. I'll do it tomorrow if it gets a decent amount of likes. Otherwise, until next time, stay away from that Red 40. Check out my other links, do the thing, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.